Welcome. Have you ever felt like the secrets to getting rich are, secret? Well, today we're cracking open a book that says, nope, not at all. We're diving into The Richest Man in Babylon. Now, this guide is almost 100 years old, but it uses these amazing ancient stories to teach financial laws that are just as powerful today as they were thousands of years ago. And this quote right here, it just nails the whole idea of the book. The big takeaway is that building wealth isn't some kind of magic. It's not a random lottery ticket. It's a system. And the best part? It's a system with simple, clear rules that anyone, and I mean anyone, can learn and put to use. Okay, so with that in mind, let's jump right into the story. It doesn't start with a pile of gold. It starts with a problem. A problem that, even though it's set in the richest city in the ancient world, is going to feel incredibly familiar. So meet Banser. This guy is a master at what he does, the best chariot builder around. He works his tail off day in and day out building these amazing chariots. But here's the thing, for all that hard work and all that skill, he's broke. His wallet is always empty. I mean, that feeling just cuts right across the centuries, doesn't it?
Wow. You can just hear the frustration in his voice, can't you? He's surrounded by wealth. He sees it on every street corner, but it feels like it's in another universe. It's that feeling that I've had enough of this moment that really kicks off his whole journey.
And this is the light bulb moment. Bansier and his buddy Kabi suddenly realize something huge. They've been working hard at their jobs, sure, but they've never actually worked on becoming wealthy. It's a totally different thing. They know they're missing some crucial piece of the puzzle. So they decide to go find the one guy who seems to have it all figured out, Arcad.
Which brings us to Arcad, the richest man in all of Babylon. So when his old friends come to him and ask, how did you do it? We all started at the same place. He doesn't talk about getting lucky or some special destiny. He talks about something much more real. Laws. Simple laws that anybody can follow.
And there it is, the number one secret. The thing that changed everything for Arcad. It sounds almost too simple, right? The key isn't that you earn money. It's deciding that a part of what you earn is yours to keep, no matter what. That one little change in how you think, that's the foundation for everything.
Okay, so how do you actually do that? How do you put that secret into practice? Well, Arcad broke it down into what he called the 7 cures for a lean purse. You can think of this as the playbook, the step-by-step guide to go from feeling broke to building real wealth. We're going to walk through them.
Let's start with the first 3 cures, because honestly, these are the big ones. They are the absolute cornerstones. If you can get these 3 down, you have built a rock-solid foundation for everything that comes next. All right, cure number 1. This is the very first practical step. This is how you put that big secret into action right away.
Or, as we'd say today, pay yourself first. Before you pay your rent, before you buy groceries, before you do anything else, you take care of you. The rule is simple. Take at least 10% of every single dollar you earn and put it aside. This isn't your vacation fund. This is the money that is yours to keep forever. And Arcad promises the second you start doing this, you'll feel the change.
Now, of course, the first thing everyone thinks is, but wait, I need all my money just to get by. Well, that's exactly what cure number 2 is all about. And it's a huge hurdle for most people.
You know, Arcad points out something that is so true. Our necessary expenses always seem to grow to match our income, right? The key, he says, is to get real with yourself about what you truly need versus what you just want. This is where a budget comes in. And a budget isn't about telling yourself no. It's about protecting that 10% you're saving from all those little impulse buys.
So you're saving 10%. You've got your spending under control. Awesome. Now what? You can't just let that money sit in a pile. It has a job to do. And that's cure number 3. Man, I love this metaphor. It's so powerful. Think about it. Every dollar you save is like a little worker you've just hired. Your mission is to put that worker to work, to invest it, so it can earn you more little workers. And then those new workers, its children, also get a job. This is just the ancient Babylonian way of explaining the absolute magic of compound interest. So if the first 3 cures are about building your foundation, the next 4 are all about protecting what you've built and making sure it can grow safely for the long term. And cure number 4 is so important because it addresses everyone's biggest fear, losing all the money you've worked so hard to save. The rule is simple. Guard your treasures from loss. To explain this, Arcad tells a story about his first investment. And it was a total disaster. He gave his entire year's savings to a brickmaker who claimed he had a hot tip about buying rare jewels. See the problem? The guy was an expert on bricks, not jewels. He got scammed and came back with a bag of worthless glass. The lesson he learned from that painful mistake is crystal clear. Only take advice from people who are experts in what they're talking about. The first rule of investing is to protect your money. Don't risk your savings on a hot tip from someone who has no idea what they're doing. And the last 3 cures really round out the whole philosophy. Number 5, own thy own home, is about turning your biggest monthly payment into an asset. Number 6, ensure a future income, is basically about planning for retirement and having a safety net. And finally, number 7, increase thy ability to earn. This is the fuel for the whole system. Always be learning, always get better at what you do, so you can earn more and then save and invest more. But here's the thing. You could know all 7 of these cures backwards and forwards, and it still wouldn't be enough. Because the book reveals there's one deeper secret, one final ingredient that makes all the other rules actually work. See, our CAD tells this story about the goddess of good luck, and his point is this. Luck is not random. You don't just wait for it to happen to you. You attract it. Opportunity shows up, but it doesn't hang around, waiting for you to make up your mind. Procrastination, he says, is the single greatest enemy of building wealth. And that right there is really the secret sauce. You can read all the books, you can learn all the rules, but knowledge without action is totally useless. The person who actually gets lucky is the person who takes that first step, who saves that first dollar, who makes that first smart investment. It's about doing something. And so we end up right back where we started, with this one simple, powerful idea. It's the first step, and it's the one thing you can never, ever forget. So the only question left is, what part of everything you earn will you decide is yours to keep, starting right now?